Welcome back, True Seeker. NFL Divisional Round Quick Picks. Tomorrow night, after the Saturday games conclude, I will have a live stream recapping what happened, see if any big clues were dropped for the Sunday games. That said, let's get into it. The first game of Saturday is the hardest game to call of the week, in my opinion, and this is the reason why. The narrative for the Chiefs to win at home is them facing the Patriots. From the Chiefs-Patriots game on Sunday Night Football to the AFC Conference Championship is a span of 99 days, and here we are in the 99th NFL season. Patrick Mahomes Jr. equals 99, Arrowhead Stadium 99, New England equals 99. The Chiefs and Patriots played on Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football equals 99. There's a strong riddle there. Also, it's been 25 years since the Chiefs won at home in the playoffs. The game against the Colts is on a date with 25 numerology. And if the Chiefs win, the Chiefs owner will become 2-5 in the playoffs. So that's the riddle for the Chiefs. Sounds good. For the Colts, however, it's their 47th playoff game. And that's the number that Andrew Luck has owned for his career. Luck equals 47. The name Luck also equals 25. We have 25 date numerology as well. Luck can become 5-3 in the playoffs with a win. 5-3, a bit like 53. 53 is the 16th prime. We have 16 date numerology as well. The Colts are 4-0 against the Chiefs in the playoffs. With a win, they'd be 5-0. Kansas City equals 50, so does Chiefs. 50, 5-0. Kansas City does have Gematria 41 as well. If the Colts lost, they'd be 4-1, a bit like 41, the 13th prime, and it is on a date with 13 numerology. The Chiefs could also pick up their 13th win of the season. The Colts are 16-9 all-time against the Chiefs. The game is on a date with 16 date numerology. If the Colts lost, they'd stay at 16 games. This is going to be Patrick Mahomes' first playoff game. So far, QBs in their first playoff game have lost in these playoffs. Will the pattern continue? It will if Mahomes loses. If Mahomes won this week and lost next week to New England, he would be 8-2 at home. New England Patriots 82. If Andy Reid were to lose, he would stay at 66 wins with the Chiefs all time. Colts equals 66. It's their 66th season. Andy Reid's birthday is 66 days after the game, or a span of 67 games, and he can pick up his 67th win as well. So that is what makes this game so tough. There's a really good narrative for the Chiefs, but there's also a nice narrative for the Colts. I mean, the number that Andrew Luck wins with is there. A few more things to think about. If the Colts advance to play the Patriots, it's likely the Patriots will win their game, as we'll get to. If the Colts played the Patriots, it would be the 82nd meeting all-time. Again, New England Patriots equals 82. And if the Patriots beat the Colts, they would get their 53rd win against the Colts to advance to Super Bowl 53. So there's that. If the Patriots and Chiefs played, it would be the 37th game. Patriots does equal 37. If the Patriots won the Super Bowl this year, they'd get their 37th playoff win. The Patriots were just valued at $3.7 billion in a recent mainstream media article. So there's rhyme and reason with the Chiefs and Colts. For one more thing to consider. Again, it's the Colts' 47th playoff game all time. They're 23-23. For the Chiefs, it's going to be their 28th playoff game all time. They are 9-18, the Chiefs. If they lose their next game, they'll get their 19th loss in 2019. In the modern era of the playoffs, it's a little bit different. It'll be the Chiefs' 19th playoff game. So they can get their 19th loss all time, the Chiefs. In the modern era, it's their 19th playoff game. They have 8 wins in the modern era, and 19's the 8th prime. So the Chiefs' playoff stats actually make a lot of sense with the loss, looking at it this week. In the divisional round, for the Colts, it's going to be their 19th game. This weekend, they're the divisional round games. For just the divisional round, the Colts, this will be their 19th game. They are 8-10. Again, 19's the 8th prime. The Colts could also stay, and that would have rhyme and reason to it. For the Chiefs, it's going to be their 11th game in the divisional round. 11 has that gematria of 99, like Arrowhead Stadium, like Patrick Mahomes Jr. They are 2-8 in the divisional round. They're either going to become 3-8 or 2-9. 2-9 is a bit like 29, the football number. So this is why this game is so tough. Something worth noting. There are 3 teams in the modern era that have 433 wins all time. That's the 84th prime number. And what's interesting about those 3 teams is they're all playing this week in the playoffs. And they're all the teams Nick Foles has been on. They're the Chiefs and the Rams, who are both once in Missouri. And they're the Eagles. They're all at 433 wins right now. And I'm just wondering if we might see those teams move together. So, for example, if you see the Chiefs lose this game, it might be a clue that the Rams and the Eagles will also lose. 433 is the 84th prime number. The word Jesuits 84. And we know the Jesuits have a lot of control over the world of sports. We've seen a lot of Jesuit tributes with the Saints this year. Okay, so that Colts and Saints game, it's hard to have a lot of confidence either way. The narrative is just so tight. Let me tell you what it was for the owners for both teams. I told you what it was for the Chiefs. Again, the Chiefs owner, Clark Hunt, he's 1-5 in the playoffs. He could become 2-5 on the date with 25 numerology, or he could become 1-6 on the date with 16 numerology. The 2-5, though, we have the 25-year drought. Jim Irsay is 13-14 in the playoffs. He could be stuck at 13 wins on the date with 13 numerology. Again, 13 has the connection to 99. So tough. All right, Cowboys-Rams. There is a narrative on the board with a lot of 16s that go in the favor of the Cowboys. I'm going to tell you the one clear narrative for the Rams to win at home, and then I'm going to tell you a lot of things that seem to stack in the Cowboys' favor. So there's 25 date numerology. This is the second Saturday game. Goff and McVay can both get their 25th win in this game. And the name Goff equals 25. So there's that. There's a big 25 on the board. Now there's also a 16-date numerology, and Goff can get his 16th loss. Dak Prescott can get his 16th road win. Jerry Jones can get his 16th playoff win. So those are some of the 16s, but there's more. Just going through the notes here. I got a lot of information. The Cowboys can get their 16th win in the divisional round as well. They'd get that in Los Angeles. Los Angeles equals 53, the 16th prime. That might be the reason 16 plays more than 25, because Los Angeles is 53, 53, the 16th prime. Don't forget, Jason Garrett turns 53 days after Super Bowl 53. For the all-time playoff records, the Cowboys are 35-27, and the Rams are 19-25. If the Rams lost, they'd stay at 19 wins in 2019. In the modern era, the Cowboys are 35-27. And the Rams are 16-21. If they got their 22nd loss in the modern era, Dallas does have the Gematria of 22. So all of those 16s are, I mean, there's just a lot there for the Cowboys. It's amazing, really. It makes me think the Cowboys are going to beat the Rams, which I don't think a lot of people will see coming. You know, Dak Prescott's not that impressive. The Rams have looked like a very good football team this year. I think that might be the game that shocks the fans. But the Rams do have that 25 narrative. It is there. But the 16 plays stronger. It goes with the date and the location. Okay, so those are the Saturday games. The Sunday games begin with the Chargers at the Patriots. Now, this date has 53 numerology. Patriots and Los Angeles both equal 53. The one narrative for the Chargers here is that the date has 17 numerology, and Phillip Rivers is 0-7 against Tom Brady for his career. If he won, he'd become 1-7. Like 17, he wears the number 17, 17 date numerology. He could also become 0-8. 19 is the 8th prime number. If the Patriots win, they'd be 9-0 at home in the 99th NFL season, New England 99. If the Chiefs won, this would be the Patriots' last home game of the season. So, more than likely. And then what's interesting is Tom Brady next week would have a chance to get his 99th away win. And he could theoretically, if the game ended up being in Kansas City, he could get his 99th away win in Arrowhead Stadium, which equals 99. The Patriots are 2-1 against the Chargers in the playoffs. They're 1-0 at home. Excuse me, that I forgot to tell you about one thing with the last game. If the Rams lost to the Cowboys in Los Angeles, the Rams would be 1-3 against the Cowboys in the playoffs at home. 1-3, a lot like 13. LA equals 13. Dallas equals 13. That was the last game. This game, the Chargers and Patriots on Sunday, the Patriots are 1-0 at home in the playoffs against the Chargers. They're 2-1 against them overall. All time, the Patriots are 24-15-2 against the Chargers. What is interesting is the Chargers could get their 16th win on this date with 53 numerology. 53, the 16th prime, something in the Chargers' favor. A really clear stat is that if Tom Brady wins, he'll get his 137th home win, and Chargers equals 137. So that is a hard one to overlook. We mentioned that Rivers is 0-7 against Brady. He's 1-7 against the Patriots. That's because he played the Patriots when Matt Castle was the starter. So he's 1-7 against the Patriots. If he lost, he would be 1-8, kind of like 18. If you add 1 through 18 together, it equals 171. New England is 171. Brady is 8-2 against the Chargers. With a win, he would be 9-2, meaning he would have won 9 of 11. He'd get his 9th win against the Chargers in the 99th NFL season. When you add 1 through 9 together, it's 45. New England's 45. New England would also become 9-0 at home on the season, on the 99th NFL season. If Brady lost, he'd be 8-3. Football's 83. His birthday is August 3rd. For Rivers, the game's on his 37th day of being 37 years old. Los Angeles 37, Patriots 37, 37 the 12th prime, facing number 12. For Tom Brady, the game's 163 days after his birthday, the 38th prime, and it's Brady's 38th playoff game. 38 has the numerology of 11, the master number. Tom Brady's birthday can also be expressed August 3rd, 3-8. In 2006 and 2007, the Colts and Patriots ended up meeting in the playoffs. That was after the Patriots beat the Chargers in this same round of the playoffs. The Patriots beat the Chargers January 14th, 2007. So same divisional round, Patriots beat the Chargers. The difference that year was the game was in San Diego. The game was 12 years ago, like Tom wears number 12, like the name Tom equals 12. Anthony Lynn could potentially get his 12th playoff loss, or not playoff loss, 12th loss as a coach of the Chargers against the Patriots. Patriots 37, the 12th prime. He could get his 13th loss all time. For Belichick, this is going to be his 38th playoff game, just like Brady. Belichick's next win is his 253rd, the 22nd triangular number, the National Football League 253. For Robert Kraft, this will be his 45th playoff game. New England 45, 45 the 9th triangular number, a chance to become 9-0 at home. The owner of the Chargers died this year on the day, leaving 83 days left in the year. The last Sunday game, and just to be clear, I do favor the Patriots to win in this game. I mean, there are a few riddles on the board for the Chargers. The best one is Rivers becoming 1-7 against Brady. But the clearest stat to me is Brady picking up his 137th home win. Chargers 137. Plus, we've liked Brady to be in the Super Bowl this year because he's 41 years old. Remember, Super Bowl equals 41. The Patriots started this season with 523 franchise wins. That's the 99th prime number for the 99th NFL season. New England 99. So we've liked Patriots to be there in the AFC from the beginning. Tom Brady saw a bear. Bear equals 26. The AFC going for its 26th Super Bowl win. All right. Eagles, Saints. This will be the second time Nick Foles and Drew Brees have played each other in a playoff game. The last time they played was on a date with 19 numerology, and Drew Brees defeated Nick Foles. They both wear the number 9, like the 99th NFL season. Drew Brees equals 99. They both played at the same high school, Westlake High. The last time these two met in the playoffs, again, a date with 19 numerology. Here we are in 2019. Saints equals 19. And excuse me, before we go further with this, just something I forgot to point out about the Chargers and Patriots game. The Patriots can get their 16th win in the divisional round. Again, on a date with 53 numerology. 53 is the 16th prime. The Chargers could get their all-time 18th playoff loss. Again, New England 171, the 18th triangular. They could also get their all-time 13th playoff win on January 13th. LA is 13. The game's in New England, however. The Patriots are looking for their 35th all-time playoff win. Tom Brady, 35. This could be Tom Brady's last go in the playoffs. Tom Brady equals 35. Birth numerology at 35. And in the modern era, the Chargers could get their 14th playoff loss on a date with 14 numerology. So just wanted to make sure you got those stats too. But the Patriots going for that 16th divisional win on the 53 date. That's strong. 53, the 16th prime, over Los Angeles 53. question becomes, can both LA teams get eliminated in the same divisional round week? Okay, so Eagles-Saints. The last Sunday game, we were talking about Drew Brees, Nick Foles. This game's on a date with 53 numerology. It's also on a date with 26 numerology. That's typically the Eagles' number. But if you go back and look at the playoff game where Foles and Brees played against each other for these same teams, the Saints did win that game with 26 points. New Orleans leads the playoffs 2-1 against the Eagles. If they won, they'd be 3-1. Eagles does have Gematria of 31. If they lost, they'd be 2-2. Eagles is also 22. Tricky there. The Saints are 1-1 against the Eagles at home. The Eagles lead 17-14 all time, including the regular season. This will be the 32nd game. It's Foles' 6th playoff game. 6 and 26 have that strong relationship. You know, it's a biblical relationship. Mankind made on the 6th day in the 26th verse. 6th equals 26, so does Nick, so does Flag. So very interesting that it's Nick Foles' 6th game on the 26th date. He's 4-1 in the playoffs, 2-0 on the road. He'll either become 5-1 or 4-2, and either 3-0 on the road or 2-1. It's Foles' 50th game all time. On the road, he's 13-10. It is a date with 14 numerology. He could potentially pick up his 14th win on a 14 date. He'd stay at 19 losses overall against the Saints 19. For Brees, it's his 14th playoff game on the 14 date. He's 7-6 and 5-1 at home. If he becomes 8-6, it is the Eagles' 86th season. If he gets his 8th win, it comes in 2019. 19's the 8th prime, Saints 19. He would become 6-1 at home as well. Philadelphia equals 61. So there are some good numbers there for Brees to get the win, but there's numbers that are nice for Foles too, which makes it tricky. Doug Peterson, the coach of the Eagles, is at 19 losses. If he won, he would stay there. Saints 19. Sean Payton of the Saints, his next win is his 126th. New Orleans equals 126. And I should mention that, you know, the Eagles got blown out by the Saints 8 weeks before this game. 8 weeks before this game. Drew Brees is going for that 8th win. 19, the 8th prime. The game is on Peyton's 16th day of his age, 53, the 16th prime. The owner of the Eagles, he's looking for his 16th playoff win on this date with 53 numerology. 53 is the 16th prime number. 53 is the 16th prime. The Saints owner died this year on the Ides of March. So that game's a tricky one too, no doubt about it. Looking at the divisional round, the Eagles are 8-6 in the divisional round. If they lost, they'd be 8-7, like how Philadelphia Eagles is 87. They'd stay at 8 wins and 19. 19's the 8th prime. The Saints are 2-4. Hard to say, you know, with their pattern, their numbers really could go either way. Keep in mind the Super Bowl this year is on a date with 44 numerology, and out of all the teams left, the Saints are the only team with a connection through their name to the number 44. Saints is 44. Something to think about down the road. The all-time playoff records, the Eagles are 23-21. This will be their 45th game. New Orleans equals 45, so does Drew Brees. 23 is the 9th prime number. They could stay at 23 wins with a loss. The Saints are 8-10. This is going to be the Saints' 19th playoff game. Saints' 19th playoff game. 19 is the 8th prime. But keep in mind, they got Drew Brees number 9. And it's a battle of nines here. It's Nick Foles number 9 versus Drew Brees number 9. So if the Eagles lost, they'd stay at 23 wins in the... Or excuse me, this is the all-time playoff record. They'd stay at 23 wins all-time. 23, the 9th prime. The Saints could pick up their 9th win. 99th NFL season. And in the modern era, the Saints they have the same record. They're 8-10. The Eagles are 19-20 in the modern era. If the Eagles lost, they'd stay at 19 wins in 2019 against the Saints. Saints 19. So I do favor the Saints there. So just to recap, for the Sunday games, I expect the Saints to beat the Eagles. It is close. I'm going to link these game notes down below so you can check them out. I like the Patriots to beat the Chargers. That 137th home win's too juicy. Plus, we've had Tom Brady there all year. If you're feeling the Chargers, they got a narrative, you know. Stick to your guns. If I was going to bet on just one game this week, I'd bet on the Cowboys to beat the Rams because it's the best payout and there really is a really nice narrative for an upset here. So if you're the kind of guy that just wants to bet on one game, I'd take the Cowboys beating the Rams. It's not a lock because, again, there's the 25 riddle with Goff and McVay, but there's just so many 16s on the board for the Cowboys. 53, the 16th prime, the year of Super Bowl 53. And the Colts and Chiefs is dangerous. And I think, honestly, this is a wait-and-see game. It's the first game of the weekend. I think I'd watch this game and see if it drops any big clues. Again, the Chiefs, the Rams, and the Eagles all have 433 wins in the modern era. That's the 84th prime. Speaking of 84, the Colts have been in Indianapolis since 84. I just find that so interesting because those are the three teams that Nick Foles has played for. The Rams, the Chiefs, and the Eagles. And they're all at the same win total. And you just got to say, what are the odds of that? I mean, there are only 3 teams in the league at that total. The 3 we just mentioned. Chiefs, Rams, Eagles. And you can verify this on mcubed.net. mcubed.net. So, very possible those teams all move together. And that's what I mean by maybe just wait and see on that first game. Because if the Colts beat the Chiefs, that might be a good indicator that the Rams and the Eagles are going down too. In that Eagles-Saints game, it's really close. But again, we've been expecting the Saints for some time to be in the Super Bowl as well. Because this season has a lot to do with the War of 1812 and the Battle in New Orleans. And anyhow, Colts-Chiefs game, very tough. All right, Truth Seeker, the notes are down below. Until next time.